Do you got a phone charger?
No. I told you to charge him.
My phone might die. How's it going, man? We're at Triple M Radio in Sydney,
Baby, I have
Australia.
my Periscope on my
Okay,
phone.
yeah. If my phone dies, go on to Suzanne's Periscope. She'll pick it up. This is what it's like here. Do 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 do. Coffee. Omnipresent.
Phil, hello. Suzanne.
Hey, how's it going,
Good to
man?
see you. Come in, guys.
All right.
Just trying to get around the
You're not so ugly.
What's that?
You're not so ugly.
After dark, man. With my come on here.
Nice.
He ran Kerrang radio too.
Oh, right. I think I remember that. Did we talk on Kerrang?
Yes, we did.
Yes, I do remember
Gonna put you
that.
on here.
Cool.
There's your cans.
All right.
Guys, come in and sit down.
Julie, here, you can
This is the
Periscope
most
this.
boring old music ever.
We're
That's
live. We're
That is
live
the
on
most
no,
boring
Periscope.
stuff
Periscope.
you could ever put on hold.
There we go.
Jane, can you hold on, please? I've got a guest in the studio. So jump on that one over there. Now, this is going to be, I'll explain to you what we're going to do.
Okay.
You're going to also be a guest on our first show. It's called
Okay.
The Rubber Room.
Yeah.
And do you want a chair or are you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And you're going to actually be the very first guest on this new show that we're doing.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. How are you?
Get in on there.
Don't get this bit in because this is a lie. And also, Jane Gazzo is going to be doing some gossip on the show, so you're actually going to introduce her brand new segment as well.
Okay.
And she's going to talk to you as though you're actually here in the studio.
Okay.
So, you got that, Jane? Great, okay.
Oh, it goes out there.
Jesus, this is
I know,
a
isn't
crazy
it?
chair.
It's
Okay, I
like
got it.
15-year-old boys having a haircut. All right, let's do
That's
this.
the last time I did have a haircut.
Is this
All right,
going
Jane, you
live?
hang on a second. We'll do this first.
Is this going live, Phil?
All right.
Perfect.
Oh, pretty good.
Okay.
Cool.
So, Sebastian Bach and all those that sail. Can we hear it for Sebastian?
Yay! Let's hear it for Sebastian.
I like how you're clapping yourself.
I did.
And I'm sure that's not the first time, right?
Yeah.
It's great to have you here as the very first guest of the Rubber Room. It's a reincarnation of a show that I hope you won't feel out of place, but is essentially about hedonism.
Okay, I feel like an appropriate first
Good.
guest.
And I like how you've dressed up for the occasion too, by the way.
Yes.
I want that jacket a little bit later, if that's okay.
Shirt, but yes.
Really?
it's
Okay.
Not,
Well, you wear that shirt like a
it's
jacket,
mine.
man.
It's mine.
We have a segment which we call The Gas with Jane Gazzo.
Right.
It's a rock segment. I apologise in advance for you having to meet Jane on our very first show. She's going to be doing the gas, and probably, I mean that literally as well. Jane, Sebastian, Jane.
Hello, Jane.
Again.
Good to see you. Oh, yeah.
Right.
It's good to see you live in the studio.
It's good to see you with clothes on, apparently.
Okay.
So what's the relationship between you guys then?
I do. Yes, I sing. That's what I do.
Right.
Yeah. Very last man can be defeated. The woods, shoulder to shoulder. That is Rose Tattoo. We can't be beaten.
Did you take that on your mobile phone the morning after? Was that what happened? Right, okay. Right.
Yes, I jog.
Really? Is that right?
I do jog.
Well-
we went jogging on Bondi Beach
Okay.
2 days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your question about his jogging? Because I know there's going to be one.
I wear, it depends on the weather. If it's cold, I'll wear a different pair of pants than if it's warm. Depends on where I'm running. In LA, I run in as little as possible.
Is that happy? Does that make you happy? Yeah.
Good.
I know, so I can tell. And do you want to ask him if he hangs to the left or right or anything like that?
You know
Or
what?
just move
You know
forward?
what? My wife is standing right
Yeah,
here.
hello!
So, enough of these questions.
Yeah, there you go, exactly.
Because I don't think I'd
She's-
appreciate
You know
it.
what? She's looking at you, Jane, going, I knew he was... I know that I was better than that.
Yeah.
Jane Gazzo, you got some more goss for us in the gas a bit later? What are you going to have? And then we'll put that in later. Jane Gazzo, ladies and gentlemen. Yay! She doesn't believe this for a second. Are you kidding me? Look at you. There you go.
Yay.
Thanks, buddy.
All right.
Great to see you, man. How are you?
I'm doing great. We're here for 2 weeks on tour.
Yep.
Perth, Adelaide, Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne,
Yep.
and the Gold Coast, and I think that's all.
That's it. That's covered everything. First time since 2008.
I think no.
Oh, okay.
We played here in 2011 with Aerosmith and Van Halen.
Okay.
2013.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
You've
yeah.
got a datesman. His job is just to yell the dates at you in the background. That's it.
Well, you know,
2013, man, and you kicked ass.
Playing with Aerosmith and Van Halen in one day was definitely something.
I could imagine.
Yeah.
I want to go back to the early days. You know, I went and saw Skid Row when they were here last, which was in 2010, I think. And it was like the guy that they got to replace you looked exactly like you.
Really?
Yeah, and I was kind of surprised because I was, you know that movie with Mark Wahlberg where he's like a fan.
Rock star, yeah.
Yeah, he's a fan of the band, and the lead singer, something happened, so they got him because he kind of looked like the guy from the band.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I think may have happened with Skid Row.
Yeah. Well, he's not in the band anymore.
No.
So they got a new guy now.
He looked like another.
So that's
person.
already in the old
There you go.
days.
They were really interesting times, though, the sort of late 80s and early 90s. It was
Yeah.
a really interesting time for rock and roll. And it feels like it's coming back a bit now with, you know, a lot of the bands that were that era. And the other day we had Iron Maiden releasing an album. We got Black Sabbath touring. I think we had like just a period earlier than yours. But Deep Purple had released an album too.
Slayer has a #1 album this week. Yeah.
Second, 2 albums.
Yeah.
2 on Aria it'll be.
Five Finger Death Punch.
It's going to go 2
Five-
on Aria.
2. Who's got an aria?
Slayer's going to be 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. There's another one. Okay.
Yay, Slayer.
You've got your own fact man in the background here. I love it. But what an important time for music as well. Although it kind of got caught up in the whole hedonism, I thought as well. It was almost like it had a self-destruct button.
Well, when you're like 19 or 20 and you have like a lot of money and like the keys to the kingdom.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to remember how young a lot of us were.
Yeah,
like
of course.
I was like 20, 21, 22
Yeah.
in those you know, it was 21 in 1989.
Wow.
So
Same as me, man.
and you know, Tommy Lee of Motley Crue was very young.
Yeah.
You know, he was the same age. So a lot of us were like kids.
Yeah.
You know, with kids get into trouble.
And what was that? What was that scene like then? Because you know, in the '90s when we had grunge in the Seattle scene, everybody knew everybody. Was it like that as well? Were you all hanging out with everybody else's bands?
Yeah. There's a whole, you know, place in Hollywood, the Sunset Strip,
Yeah.
the famous, you know, the Rainbow and the Roxy and the Whiskey.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, it's kind of exactly the same.
Yeah.
Still now. Well, there used to be more people like in the street, I remember then.
Yeah.
Like it was so packed, you know, the whole streets would be like shut off sometimes.
Yeah.
But I just said before that we went to Bondi Beach the other day, and that's like the same.
Yeah.
Because I first went running there 25 years ago when I first came here in 1990. And I just was so excited to hang out there the other day because it felt like the exact same.
You know, it's an enduring period as well, because we had Motley Crue out here recently. And there is talk as well that Guns N' Roses are going to get back and do some gigs. I'd be surprised if that actually happens, the way they all talk about each other. What were your thoughts on that, the kind of implosion that happened with those guys? Because, I mean, they had it all, didn't they?
Well, I know those guys quite well. Duff is the bass player on my new record.
Yeah.
Give 'Em Hell, and I've toured with Axl. The last time, you know, they played here, we opened all the shows,
Yeah.
along with Rose Tattoo. I just read that Slash and Axl are friends again.
I know.
So that's insane.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd be seeing that headline.
Yeah.
But who knows, you know? I mean, I've hung out with Axl, and he's said never say never,
Yeah.
you know, as far as getting those guys back together. So we will see in the future.
And the great thing about that period, and it still endures, is I think you had to have great genes with the hair, because you've still got the hair. You know, I could never have been in a metal band, because look at me now, I've got no hair, you know.
Well, you could have been like in the Scorpions.
Yeah, there you go, or Joe Satriani. But you know, that's the thing about metal bands in the 70s and 80s. never lost their hair.
Well, I don't now. I hope I don't now.
Yeah,
Because that would be a real shame. No, I'm not. This is all mine. It's crazy, but it's true.
Let's come to the future. People love you, man. You know, we mentioned...
That's a nice thing to say.
They do. Your fans
Thank you.
love you.
That's really nice.
Do you get the chance to meet them afterwards and have chats about stuff?
Yeah, we do a VIP meet and greet like all the other bands, and people get really excited to get their album signed and get a picture for Facebook, and that's like just as exciting as the show to some of these people. They flip
Tattoos
out.
with your face on?
Yeah.
Does that freak you out?
I've seen that. I've seen it. Yeah.
And is it a good likeness? Have you seen a few where you go, hang on, that looks more like Ozzy Osbourne?
Actually, yes, I have seen some bad ones. But
what about...
I'm not one to talk about bad tattoos.
No,
I got some doozies.
There you go.
I'm gonna get a demon on my wrist.
Yeah, well, you know, and they haven't invented anything to get rid of it yet that doesn't hurt.
No.
Any more though lately? Do you still...
I do have some really crappy tats.
Yeah, but do you update?
I do update.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because some people stop. You know, I don't understand why that is. You get older, you're like, well, it's not like I'm going to feel bad when I'm older and I've got them. I've got them now and I'm older.
Yeah.
You know, let's get more.
Well, you know, having Youth Gone Wild on your arm when you're 70, maybe I'll have to get like I was the.
Yeah. Formerly known as the artist.
Like,
formerly
I'm
known
70
as.
years old.
There
Youth
you
Gone
go.
Wild. Come on.
I love it.
With the cane.
You do that? You do what kind of stuff? I mean, you do a lot of the classics as well as stuff in the new album, which we'll get to. What's a crowd favourite?
Oh, I Remember You is a huge favorite, especially in Australia. That was a monster hit here and America too. 18 in Life.
Yeah. Such an important song for all of us at the time. We were, you know.
Yeah, Monkey Business.
Yeah.
But then there's a new one off my album Angel Down called American Metalhead, and it's a super heavy tune that always gets the crowd going. We will change the title to Australian Metalhead
that's gonna get
for
a
this
cheer.
tour.
Thank you.
And also, we might throw a couple Rose Tattoo songs in the set.
As Jane was playing us before.
As a tribute.
Yeah.
Yes, I love that band.
And with the latest album as well, you said you worked with Duff.
Mm-hmm.
Who else did you have?
John Five.
Okay, brilliant. What a brilliant guitarist, man.
The best.
Does that guy know his way around or what?
And Steve Stevens.
As well.
From Billy Idol.
Wow.
I can't really think of anybody better to get than those guys.
What was that? Were they in the studio at the same time? Did they?
No, actually, I asked Duff at the Kings of Chaos show on the bus going to the show. I go, dude, I'm doing a new record. You want to play on it and write some songs? He goes, yeah, sure. When? I go, what?
Yeah.
It was that easy.
Yeah.
And that was on the bus going to the Kings of Chaos.
I was talking to Rob Zombie about John Five because he toured with him, and I said, you know, like, I don't know what happened there. I said, wow, he's played in a few bands, hasn't he? And Rob Zombie's like, no, he hasn't. I said, oh, no, man, didn't he play with, like, you know, Marilyn Manson? No, man, that never happened. So I don't know how you managed to get him off, you know, but he'll be calling you up soon.
Here's some trivia for you.
Yeah.
John Five is in the video for Skid Row Piece of Me, the second video we ever shot. We shot at the Canyon Club in Los Angeles, and John Five was 16 years old. He waited in line, got a ticket. He wasn't called John Five then, and he's in the video. I throw him off the stage. There's a shot from the video of '89. In the video, some guy jumps on and I throw him off. He's a blonde guy. That's John Five when he was 16 years old.
Wow. I imagine, since you
It's
have
amazing.
the opportunity to have all kinds of people that want to play in your band, you'd have people that come up and give you demos all the time, like, man, I'm a guitarist, you know, like 18,
Yeah, but you
19-year-old
can't
kids.
really. There's a business thing with that. If someone hands you their tape, like you're told to not take it because they can like sue you. You know, you stole
a riff or
you
something.
stole my song, man. I gave you the tape. You know,
Wow.
it's weird. Yeah.
Okay, but again, I imagine that everybody wants to be in your band.
Not everybody. Not my old band. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Was it?
There you go. So it's the fifth solo album that you've done. You're doing this stuff live on stage. And what about the other things that you do in terms of TV and Broadway? And
Well, I had to finish my book, which is called 18 in Life on Skid Row.
Yep.
And that's about, you know, the early days, what we were talking about.
Yeah.
It's a very, very big project. You know, I've written like 300 pages, and now I gotta, you know, pick all the pictures and
Sure.
That's
Do you
what
look
I
back
did.
now, when you were writing that, did you go, hang on a second, did this actually happen? You know,
There's
I knew I was there, but
There's more fights in it than I thought. That I was like, there's a lot of punch-ups.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, wow. Well, it all happened.
So was it? It seemed like a great time to be sort of in rock, you know, like cruising up and down Sunset Boulevard on your Harley Davidson. You know, was it just?
You know what?
Was it the dream or what, man?
We still do that.
Yeah. Okay.
I live 5 minutes from the Sunset Strip. We have a house in very close to there, and it's like the same.
Yeah.
It's like Bondi Beach.
Yeah.
Come on over there.
Yeah. How are the vocals holding up this morning? Or,
They're
well,
holding
now?
up fine.
Good, good.
Yeah,
Because there's this guy who did this song. I just want to hand you these lyrics because I think you could have done it better. His name's Guy Sebastian, but I thought he's stolen your thing. And I thought if you did that, just those lines there.
What is it?
Well, that's his song that he put into the. That's the song he sang in the Eurovision Song Contest, right?
Okay.
And I thought, man, okay, you can call yourself Guy Sebastian, but what about if Sebastian Bach did it, and then we could have Guy Sebastian Bach, like you know how they do wacky things on the radio?
Yeah, this is one of those.
Yeah,
things.
I know. How would you sing that? Can you show this guy?
Can you play me a
I got
snippet?
no idea how it goes, man.
You don't have any
No,
idea.
but I mean, you would have interpreted it like.
So what you want? 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 Get on it! Get on it, Guy Sebastian!
That's how it's. Come on, guys. Everybody.
I could have did it higher if I stood up.
Yeah.
But I'm.
Well, the jeans are tight while you're there. Man, it's really great to see you. Thank you so much for doing this. Thank you so much for coming in. People have got to go and see you live.
Yes.
It's a pleasure, man.
It's very, very much of an honor to think 25 years ago I came to Triple M.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
Nothing's changed, right?
No, I think it was in a different building.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's
I think.
true. Yeah. Well,
They
thank
had
you.
that guy, that blonde dude on TV,
That was
the
me, man.
interviewer. who am I talking about, though?
Blonde guy.
The Australian interview, like 89, 90.
Not Molly
blonde,
Meldrum. No, you had a hat.
Blonde.
Richard Wilkins.
Yeah, I think that's who it is.
We'd like to apologise on behalf of that now.
We're going to say sorry.
Okay, I don't even know what that
No,
means.
I'm going to get you to do an ID. We have a music award show.
Yes.
That's like the MTV kind of awards.
Okay.
And they're voted for by the listeners. So it's like, you know,
cool.
like you're going to be on with, I'll tell you who.
Nice.
These are the people who've recorded stuff. So you're going to be on with Slash, Faith No More, Billy Idol, Smashing Pumpkins, Dave Grohl, Alice Cooper, and you. So it's like some pretty big names. Yours
Okay.
being the biggest.
Thank you.
And that's the category I wanted you to do, if you could do it for me.
Sure. So just read these like they're written?
Yeah, or elaborate, or whatever you want to do, man.
Okay. Hey, this is Sebastian Bach hanging out at the... Sorry.
All right.
Hey, this is Sebastian Bach hanging out at the 2015 Triple M Rockies. The backstage area is like a whorehouse of hedonism from the 90s. I'm here to present the best hard rock and... I'm here to present the best hard rock and metal award as voted by you. So let's have a look at who you've nominated. And the best hard rock / metal Rocky, as voted by you, the hard rockin' tattooed Triple M Wolves, is...
That's a beautiful thing, man.
All right.
Thank you so much. That's great.
Hey, Phil,
Yeah?
why hasn't that Hollywood Vampires album had any push out here?
I have no idea.
It's not even in the charts. It's not anywhere.
Well,
Did
we're
you ever
gonna
press
like
stop?
with our